Ah, look who's reading AARP magazine. This is sort of like People magazine, but for more interesting people, less drama. Anyway, this comes in my mailbox because, well, you know why. So here is AARP Magazine. Hi, I'm Dr. Lisa Ann Homick from Homick Advanced Chiropractic and BrainSense Telehealth Self-Discovery Sessions. So upgrade your journey. That's my whole point of being here, is helping you have an amazing experience by using your nervous system to your advantage. We actually don't learn much about this, how to treat our nervous system, how to take care of our nervous system, and it becomes disadvantaged. And a lot of the things you're experiencing that you feel, that we call symptoms and health issues and conditions that you don't like, well, they're actually they're typical, and they are logical based on the stresses your body's exposed to. Your brain chooses what to do. Your brain chooses your pain, interestingly enough. Your brain chooses the body part, and I can explain that to you by showing you the 4 functional levels of the nervous system, so you can expand your experience, upgrade your journey, and enjoy life, because we need your full participation out there in the world, and you can't do it with an impaired brain. Remember, brain first, body follows. Why am I talking about this? Well, here we are looking at, Matthew McConaughey. I haven't read that article yet, so I don't know if I will. Some of the articles are kind of, I don't know, goofy, just not interesting for me, not my cup of tea, until we got to the middle. 40 years of MTV? Really? Has it been that long? Oh my goodness. So, you could argue that the launch of MTV had as much impact on American culture as the Beatles' appearance on the Ed Sullivan Show. So here, MTV went live at 12:01 a.m. August 1st, 1981. Where were you in 1981? I do remember MTV when it debuted. My friend had cable. I didn't have cable. And my mom still doesn't have cable. So MTV was kind of exciting, watching music videos. Think back to then, when that was a completely brand new thing. So the article talks about how musicians had to adapt. That's the word of the day, adapt to this new kind of media. They had to worry about their appearance, the storyline of the song, what they were going to video, if they were going to dance, just a lot of totally different things. Because when you're listening to the radio, think about it. You have music playing on the radio. You're using your own imagination, like reading a book. If you're reading a novel, you're going to take the writer's words and create your own scenes based on what the writer is describing and the action and the plot. But you get to decide what the characters may look like and what kind of scenery you're going to have in your brain. Your mind gets to participate. MTV, now we see the artists doing their thing. Look at the costumes. Look at that. And so to be honest, I kind of didn't like watching music videos. For a while, I did. Not having cable where I lived, there was a show on, I think once a week on Friday nights. I think it was called Friday Night Videos. And right after the news ended, you got 30 minutes of the most popular videos. So I would stay up and watch that. But I've got to say, after a certain amount of time, I really lost interest in it. Some musicians, If I didn't know what they looked like, oh my gosh, what? Anyway, so here, but there's some artists that were fun to listen to. We had Cyndi Lauper, Michael Jackson, Culture Club, Madonna, Papa Don't Preach. Remember that one? Aha, Take On Me. I didn't know the name of the band. And I used to listen to Casey Kasem's Top 40 every Sunday. And I would keep track of how far a song went up, how it went down. The long distance dedications, you remember those? Those were really just heartfelt. You're always crying. And so I still enjoyed radio. So the song on there, Video Killed the Radio Star, I still like my radio. I still like using my own imagination. And Whitney Houston brought her to stardom. How Will I Know? Remember that song? Eurythmics, Van Halen, The Flock of Seagulls, Billy Joel, Tell Her About It. And so these artists really took advantage of it, and it was a real springboard for artists who really enjoyed the genre of video. And it's still going strong. I don't watch it. Maybe you do. I don't know. But 40 years of this. And it mentioned how even the movies were changed because of MTV. Prince, remember Prince? Purple Rain, Pat Benatar, You Better Run, You Better Hide. And the VJs, Martha Quinn, Mark Goodman, Nina Blackwood, Alan Hunter, J.J. Jackson, and just, so this is just going down memory lane of the MTV world. So that's kind of fun. But what does this have to do with Brain Snob and a chiropractor making videos about your nervous system, how to make the most of your nervous system? Well, the interesting thing is, as technology changed, the artists, they dove in. They became more creative. They used more costumes, more makeup. Maybe it changed their songwriting because they specifically took on a story and filmed it their way. Think about Michael Jackson. And what was that real scary one? Oh, it's on the tip of my tongue. Thriller. Oh my goodness. That one, we did watch that one when I was at my friend's house. We watched it and were just taken in by all of the theatrics. And that was the fun thing to do as a teenager. What can we learn from MTV's 40 years of sticking power? Well, there were the musicians adapted, they changed their creative styles, and you can do the same thing. Your nervous system adapts to the exposures in your life. Whatever you expose your brain to, your brain learns from it. And sometimes your brain gives you responses that you like. And sometimes your brain turns on to responses you don't like. Just remember, everything your brain does is correct based on the situation. I am talking about your health response. When you have stress, how does your body respond to it? And how does your body rebuild after that stress situation is over? How do you reinforce the rebuilding process? And that all comes down to chiropractic care and how you move your brain, feed your brain, and talk to your brain. So yeah, I'm turning this into a chiropractic lesson about the brain. Brain first, body follows. We want the brain to perceive everything appropriately. Remember the bear and the squirrel scenario? Yeah, not everything in life is a bear. We don't have to go in that fight or flight all the time. Fight or flight, we should save it for the real threats, the real survival instincts that our brain has to kick in. So, learn how to move your brain, feed your brain, and talk to your brain. And if you're ready to dive deep and upgrade your journey, let's use chiropractic in this more profound way and build up your brain. Help your brain really respond to the world so you can be that ripple effect in your community. We need your talent. We need you in the world, and you want the best brain possible. Remember, the spine, those are my access points to your brain. That's how we unleash your brain's power with that chiropractic adjustment. So have fun. Read for entertainment and enjoyment. Enjoy your music, whether it's on the radio, on TV, on videos, or you're making your own music, because some people still like to do acoustic instruments. Ooh, that's like a dinosaur. And just have fun. Have fun and join me with upgrading your journey. Thanks for watching. Check out the blog, createpurpose.com. And don't forget, BrainSense Telehealth self-discovery sessions. A lot of fun. See you at the next video.